So I put all the recipes in this book to keep them safe. Let me get my recipe out. I think what I'll do is I'll take it out of this little folder, and it's in this protective, plastic here. Yeah, I was pretty concerned about my mom's recipes, because when she gave them to me, they were just on white paper. I didn't want them to like the last meal that I made. Basically, I was throwing that recipe around. It got wet. It got like sauce on it, and I know that it's kind of like they're kind of supposed to, because hers, the one she gave me, like I think, like this is the one we did last week, but you can see there's like sauce and stuff on it. That was from, it was already like that. So obviously like they're gonna get messed up, but I just put them in this little like plastic barrier, and so to protect it, just because of the fact that they have value to me. So this water's like almost boiled. I'm gonna turn this meat down. But anyway, so we're doing the company casserole. It is 8 ounces of egg noodles. Let's see, ground beef, tomato sauce, cream cheese, sour cream, cottage cheese, green onions, chopped green peppers, and melted butter. So so far I did the ground beef while I was like trying to get that other laptop to work, and it's pretty much browned already, and I'm just boiling the water for the noodles. I've never seen egg noodles before. I didn't know that that's what these were, but so pretty soon we'll get those boiling. The directions say to cook noodles, drain and set aside, brown meat, drain, add tomato sauce to the beef, and then remove from heat. In a separate bowl, mix cream cheese, cottage cheese, sour cream, onions, and peppers. Butter a casserole dish. I forgot to get the casserole dish. And then do like a layering of noodles at the bottom, your cream cheese and all that mixture, and then your meat, and then layer, and then put in the oven at 375 degrees for 15 minutes. So this is company casserole. And let me get the casserole dish, and I have everything ready, like the green peppers, sour cream. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick before I get started. Let me just wash my hands, grab that dish. Green onions, sour cream, and cottage cheese, and butter. I'll be right back. Go ahead and just drain this hamburger here into the strainer. Make sure my vlog sees it. It really didn't create a lot of grease, so that's good. We're just going to set that aside. This mixing bowl is, I hope this large bowl is gonna work as a mixing bowl. So we're gonna set this here. We better get the noodles boiling. I don't know how many it's 8 ounces. So there's 12 ounces in here, so I'm just gonna do the whole thing. boils, I'm going to start chopping up the, let me move this over here so you can see better. I'm going to start chopping up the green peppers and green onions. So if you're just tuning in, we're doing the company casserole. And the recipe called for a half a cup of green onions. And I'd never really done much with green onions, so I had to ask this old lady at Seder Brothers if that would be enough. And she said it would, and she taught me, she told me not to use the ends, I don't know why. And then she said basically go all the way down with the white, because she said that's where all your flavor is. So I learned that today. So I'm just gonna start chopping these up real quick here. I'm gonna get rid of the ends like the cute, sweet old lady at the grocery store told me to do. See this on the live. Looks like you can see it on the vlog. The vlog's recording. I'm gonna turn it around. That way I make sure I get a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna get rid of these. Let me get some of the whites in there. I didn't know you could eat the white like that, but I mean it makes sense. She said that was the actual onion, so. Okay, that's good enough. Make sure these noodles are, wow, that didn't take long at all. They're soft already. I'm going to turn this down. I can't see any comments or anything on the live, so I'm not ignoring anybody. I just this laptop's and I am also going to get the, let's see, tomato sauce put in with the hamburger, the ground beef. Put that right there. So it said 1 can. I thought this bowl would be big enough to do the mix, but it's just a little too small. So I'm going to do it here in the frying pan. This recipe is actually really easy. I was really relieved when I seen that, because last week the white chicken casserole was very difficult for me, and honestly I did not like it at all. I mean, I liked it enough to eat it for a week because I don't waste anything, and basically it wasn't horrible, but it was a little too thick, texture wise. It just didn't, and then it was kind of rich, too many different flavors for me. But I ate it. I didn't waste any of it, and I ate it for this whole entire week. I just ate the last little dish 2 days ago, I think. I'm gonna warm this up a little bit with the tomato sauce, this ground beef, because I'm kind of freaked out about ground beef. I just want to make sure it's all the way cooked, so might as well just warm it up a little bit with the tomato sauce. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but makes me feel better. So, let me finish chopping these green peppers. The reason I waited so long is I'm procrastinating because I really don't know how. I wish I could see my comments so anybody watching could like kind of help me figure out how. Let me put this up a little bit. But I'm guessing, I think, let me get some of these on. I think you just cut off the top. And then I'm guessing you take this little center thing out. I hope I'm doing this right. If I'm not doing this right, somebody please tell me in the comments, like, so I know for next time if I ever come across this again. So I took the center out, and I'm just, what does it say about the green? Chopped green onion and chopped green peppers. So I better chop this up the best way I know how. And it calls for two tablespoons. So I'm just going to do one now, and then if I need more, I'll do the other one. So here's the ends. I think I'm burning this ground beef here. I better just turn it down. Those green peppers smell really good. I think this one, this is like way more up my alley. That white chicken casserole was just very heavy, so heavy. I don't recall my mom ever like making that one. I think that was one of the ones she had gotten off the internet, and I'd never tried that one. It smelled good, like when I was making it, and looked good, but those tortillas, I don't know. And I don't know if I'm dicing these like correctly. I'm still learning how to use a knife. There's probably, I think there's like a method, like you have to like go down like this. I'm so afraid to cut my finger because I actually did cut my finger not too long ago. I wasn't like cutting anything, but it's a long story, but I am just terrified of, I was reaching for something and the knife was there and it jumped out and cut me. So now I'm going to make the sour cream, cottage cheese, and cream cheese mixture. Let's see. Let me get a mixing bowl. Give me just a second. Make sure these noodles are let me strain those before I do the sour cream. I'm looking for this really large bowl that I have. What the heck? Oh, dishwasher. Okay, large bowl. And I need one more large bowl for the noodles. I'm gonna go in the pantry, give me just a second. Okay, well this is all I could find for the noodles, so those are straining here in the sink. Let me just put them in here. Okay. It says to set these aside. Set these over here. Okay, and I just want to make sure that the beef is cooked, so I'll just have it on low. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the cream cheese, sour cream, and cottage cheese mixture. So, let's see. The directions say to, oh shoot, to, let's see, mix cream cheese, cottage cheese, sour cream, onions, and peppers in a bowl. And the amounts are always like the tricky part for me because I'm so bad at like what is a tablespoon, what is a the other one, teaspoon. So it says, I don't know, wait, let me see here. Well, it says the entire 8-ounce package of cream cheese, and then a 1/4 of a cup of sour cream, and a full cup of cottage cheese. So I think I can do that. So we're just gonna use this whole thing of cream cheese first. Let me get a knife for this, maybe. Yeah, let me get a knife. Okay. This is going to be an interesting casserole. So you've got your noodles, and then your creamy sauce, and then your tomatoey hamburger. Alright, we've got pretty much all of our cream cheese here. Hi, Indy. I know it smells good, huh? It smells good? And I think that this is safe now. I believe it's all the way cooked. And I'm gonna see if I can find one more bowl. I hope it fits in here. So I'm just putting the tomato sauce and ground beef in a bowl and setting it aside. I have to be really careful with this stove because it has like black dots on the burners. Oh shoot, this one's still on. It has all these black dots, but like if you leave a pan on there, it burns like, I can't really explain it, but these like big black kind of burnt, worn out looking spots on it, and I always get in trouble from Eddie every time there's a new spot. He did 2 of them, and then I did 1, and so we're trying to avoid any more spots because eventually, you know, we won't be able to use it if it's all like burnt, basically. But we did our cream cheese. Make a little room here. Now this is where it gets serious. This is where we have to do measuring. And I have to locate the measuring cups. I should have had those out. This is our cottage cheese, and it calls for cheese. A full cup, 1 cup. So I'm gonna go find the measuring cups. Oh good, they're right here in the dishwasher. So I have my 1 cup here. Let me throw this away. this before. I think this might be something that my mom used to make kind of like regular, like often. Put this back. And then let's see how much sour cream. A fourth of a cup. So 1/4. Oh good, it's right here. That's not a whole lot. Smells good, huh, Andy? Smells good. Are you getting hungry? All right, good enough. Throw this away. Oh, we might need these actually. Put these here. Put this in the fridge. Andy, what are you doing, silly bear? What are you doing, Mama? Oh, I can see Chef Boyardee. Here we go. I've got some comments. I can't get distracted though by these comments. Because I will forget what I'm doing and burn the whole house down. So, next we have our green onions and green peppers. Let me see how many. Now that I can see them though, if I need help with like tablespoon and teaspoon and all of that, you know, that'll be helpful. 2 tablespoons of green peppers. Okay. Well, I had these little like teaspoons and tablespoons. Let me see if I can locate those. Give me just a second. Oh, bingo. Okay. Thank God for dishwashers, seriously. So, now, I know this live can't see what this says, but it literally says like the whole word, tablespoon. But these say TSP and TLBS or something like that. So, let's see. 2 tablespoons. Okay, I'm guessing that this is a tablespoon. It says TBLS or something. I'm gonna do 2 of these of green peppers into the sour cream, cottage cheese, and what's the other thing? Sour cream, cream cheese. I hope this is right. Kind of seems like this is just like not a whole lot. So there's 1. Hope I'm doing this right. 2. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit more just in case. That's how we roll sometimes. And then how many chopped green onions? 1/2 cup. Okay. Yeah, I really need to study like what's for liquid and what's for powdery stuff like flour and stuff, but I'm guessing that this is 1/2 cup and it's for like chopped things. And I'll do the green onion here. I'm gonna use my hands because they're clean and sanitized, and I'm the only one that's gonna be eating this anyways. And I'm gonna get some of these white onions in here because That cute old lady at the grocery store told me that that's where you're gonna get all your flavor. And we are all about flavor. So that looks pretty good, pretty even. Green onions with white. Was it just one? Yeah, half a cup. Okay. I'm gonna set this aside just in case we need it. So far we have ground beef. We have sour cream, cottage cheese, cream cheese, green onions, and green peppers. And I'm gonna set this aside. And we have our big, humongous bowl of elbow noodles or eggnog noodles or something. Eggnog noodles or something like that. Let me see, egg noodles? Egg noodles. So I'm gonna get it all over here. And I'm going to butter, or I'm gonna preheat the oven. Let me figure out how to do so. Let's see here. Bake. Said 375. There we go. And did anybody see where I put the casserole dish? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Those are still a little warm, so I'll set that back here. And this butter, I'm telling you, this is the best butter, in my opinion, you could ever use to cook with. Has olive oil and sea salt. Maybe I can get like a sponsorship for this butter, because I really do eat a lot of this butter. Let's see. How do you butter a pan? Like, I think my mom used to put it on a paper towel, like wipe it, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not sick or anything weird like that. The reason I'm sniffling is because this house is, let me see if I could see. I think it's 51 degrees in here because we don't have a heater. The house wasn't built with one. So I'm trying to cook, but I'm like shaking. I'm so cold. Plus I'm like a little nervous because, you know, I don't get nervous when I do the vlogs, but the live does make me like a little bit nervous, especially when I don't know what I'm doing, like buttering a casserole dish. Like, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I swear my mom used to do it like this. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing her with a paper towel. If there's another method to buttering a casserole dish, and if I'm doing this totally wrong, please feel free to let me know. Because again, like the whole purpose of this vlog and going live and everything is to learn. I really do want to learn the proper techniques. I just am like winging it. That's a lot of butter, huh? Is that too much butter? Does butter make everything better? Okay. I'd say that's buttered. Now for our mixture. Let's mix this all together here. I feel like I should add some salt and pepper, but I'm not going to because the recipe doesn't call for it. And this is one of my mom's recipes, and I don't want to botch it if I can help it. If I haven't already, actually. I hope I haven't. I hope I'm doing this right. This looks good though. I would honestly eat this by itself. Like, just a scoopful. Like, I kind of want to try it. Like, I might save a little bit off to the side, just a tiny bit. Just kidding. Next time. Honestly though, this looks really good. Kind of hard to mix with all the cream cheese. I've been doing some studying like on YouTube, like what knives to use when you're cutting certain things. I want to make sure I'm like not making a complete fool of myself. And I'm editing, trying to edit the last video from last week, and I definitely feel like I made a little bit of a fool of myself, so I'm trying to learn. So I think this is pretty mixed up. And let me put this butter away. I think the lid melted a little bit. It doesn't want to go back on. Okay, let me just prep myself here. See if I'm on track. Noodles are cooked. The meat is browned. I added the tomato sauce after draining the meat. I drained the noodles. I mixed all that stuff together, the cream cheese, sour cream, green onions, green peppers, and cottage cheese. I buttered the casserole dish. So next is to do the layering. So noodles, noodles, cheese mixture, and then meat, and do it again. So this is where it gets fun. So I'm gonna use these little heat pads here. So I'm so worried about these burners. Like, I'm afraid to do anything that might cause them to like burn and turn black. So I think I'll just go ahead and layer. I wish I could layer here so that you can see, but it looks like I'm gonna have to layer in these back burners that aren't hot. Actually, I think this one's okay. I hope so, because I do not want to buy a new stovetop for Eddie. Hopefully you can see that a little better. I know the vlog can, so that's good. I think I'll use this. So it called for 8 ounces, but I boiled 12, so I'm just not going to use all of them. I'm going to kind of wing this part. So I'm going to lay some noodles down. They kind of like stuck together somewhat from sitting. I probably need to be a little quicker. Okay, so we have our first layer here. Has anybody tried this before? Company casserole? Like, have you worked at a company and had a luncheon or something and made this for your company? Okay, cheese. Yeah, I'll have to look this up. Like, why is it company casserole? Company. How? This is like really thick. I don't know how I'm supposed to layer this. Maybe like smush it down a little bit. This is seriously not easy. If you ever make this at home, just beware. This is... What am I doing wrong here? Was I supposed to put milk or something? Like, this is seriously so sticky. Okay, well, let me do a little corner over here. Oh my gosh, this is like cochina. So far, this is what we have. Noodles, sour cream, and cheese, and cream cheese. And now calls for the tomato sauce and meat. It seems like there should be like shredded cheese in here too. It's looking really good though. It's looking like if I had to eat it for a week straight, I could. It's definitely up my alley. Now I'm making sure to get the corners like nice and saturated too, not just, you know, the middle. And so this spoon works so much better. I mean, I know the ground beef and the tomato sauce is like more liquidy, so obviously it's gonna be easier, but I'm gonna try this for the next cheese mix layer. This spoon here. Okay, so put that in there. It's looking really, really good. And the oven is almost preheated too, so timing is on our side for that one. Might as well just use this spoon. So we're doing our layer of noodles now. I have to remember not to use all of them because it did only call for 8 ounces. This is 12. Yeah, I really do think I recall my mom making this every now and then. I always thought it was kind of like a goulash, sort of. Goulash is actually in the recipes that she gave me. I think it's like number 13, so 13 weeks from now I'll be making goulash. Let me just put this in the sink. So now we have our cheese mix again. Oh my gosh, this is stressful right here. It is a lot easier with this plastic spoon though. But it's not easy. Cooking ain't easy, yo. I don't know why this part always kind of relaxes me. It's kind of like therapeutic. Certain things like making certain things like enchiladas, sitting there and rolling them, or oh shoot. Certain parts of cooking can be relaxing. Yeah, it's definitely much easier with a plastic spoon. So if you make this at home and you put your cheese mix, use a plastic spoon, not a wooden spoon, because that was not the business. Oh, I can't wait to eat this for a week till it's gone. I'm afraid to say, ooh, this looks good, this smells good, because I was saying that about that white chicken casserole, and I wish that I could tell my mom, like when she gave me all these recipes, sorry for the noise, you know, she was like excited, and I wish that I could call her and be like, Mom, that white chicken casserole was so not good, and I had to eat it for an entire week because I didn't want to waste it. She would have laughed. Like, not to laugh to, she wouldn't have laughed to like be mean, she just would have thought it was funny. So I don't have a whole lot of this tomato sauce and ground beef mix left to go over the top. So I'm gonna have to stretch it a little bit. But yeah, I am scared to say like, ooh, this looks so good. Because if it's not, we're in trouble. Because we're stuck like Chuck with this one. It's a lot of noodles and meat and sour cream. And it's kind of like a lasagna. Like instead of the ricotta, you have like cheese, what is that stuff? Cottage cheese and sour cream and cream cheese. I think like, looks like this is like something like John's Pizza used to have on their buffet. So this part seriously has me so freaked out. I don't understand it. I'm not, you know, I don't cook often ever. I don't bake. I've never baked anything, and I'm afraid to do that. But it said to pour melted butter. Oh shoot. Which I melted already because I was so freaked out about it. I just wanted to get it over with. So I have melted butter. And I need to reread like what it says to do because it really grosses me out to think about it. But I don't know if this is like a common thing in cooking. Pour 2 tablespoons of butter over the top and press down slightly. So let me get my little plastic spoon and my little tablespoons. What do I do with them? It is so cold in this household. I lost my little tablespoon and teaspoon spoons. Checking the sink again. I might have put them in the sink. No, they're gone. Are they in? Did I accidentally put them in here? No, I'm just kidding. I know they're not in there. Do I have more? This is tablespoon. I'm gonna wing this, and I'm gonna use one of these big. Cause I don't even want to do this in the first place, but I kind of feel like this could be a tablespoon, and then the smaller one is like a teaspoon. I could be wrong, but I think I remember hearing that. Unless I could find... What the heck did I do with those little spoons? I'm just gonna use this for now. And I'm gonna do 2 of them. Wait, I think I need to use this hand. This is so weird. Oh my gosh, it's so gross. I hope I read this right. I hope this is what they want me to do here. Ew. Ew. Okay. And then it said to press down. I did ask Eddie about this recipe before I made it because he's like the chef around here. And I went over it with him just to make sure I knew what I was doing, kind of. And he said that the butter just kind of helps everything, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, not stick together, kind of like not clump. So, I'm patting this butter down like the directions directed, like the instructions. I hope it like melts all the way down, and I'm just grossed out because like butter like that, you know, like when you go to the movies and you put like all that butter on your popcorn and you get like a stomach ache. Like I don't want that to happen because I'm gonna be eating this for like a week straight. And if that butter is too much, you know, I can't be having an upset stomach every day for a week. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't want to miss anything. There we go. So here is the final uncooked casserole dish. This live camera is horrible. So this has, oh, it's the bottom one. This has to bake for an hour. And it said actually something like if you want it more crispy, then you do it for an hour and 15 minutes. Oh, let's see what it said here. Company casserole. 2 tablespoons of butter over the top, press down slightly. Bake at 375 for 1 hour to an hour and 15 minutes. If drier casserole is desired, cook for 15 minutes longer. So I don't really know the difference. Oh shoot, I forgot to move this back. Sorry guys. I've got too many things going on here. Yeah, I don't really know the difference between like dry casserole and moist casserole or not so dry casserole. So I'm just gonna play it safe and go with an hour and 15 minutes. And then if I eat it and I decide next time I want it a little more dry, I will do it longer the next time I make it if it's good and I make it again. So I think that this is it. I think we're done. And I want to thank you guys for watching my live. And I wanted to tell you that next week's cooking will be next week's recipe will be Mexican tortilla casserole, which is, so it's beef again, diced onions, taco seasoning, cheese, refried beans, rice, Mexican corn, flour tortillas, and chunky salsa. So yeah, this sounds a lot like the white chicken casserole. Everything down to like the tortillas. And I don't know if I could do it again. I mean, honestly, like the white chicken casserole had corn, had tortillas. The only difference really is it had onion. Yeah, the only difference is beef instead of chicken. I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot because I do like me some, some beef or whatever. So this casserole is looking so good. Let me see if I can show you guys. I'm actually going to taste a little bit because it has about, let me check my timer here, 40 more minutes. But it is looking so good. And it is smelling so good. Let me get a little dish here. Let me get a fork. Okay, so I already tried like a little teeny tiny piece with the other fork. But now that it's more done, I wanted to show you guys how it's looking here. It's looking good, right? Let me see if I can show you guys up close. This is about halfway done. And it's got 30 more minutes, or like 35. I'm gonna try a little bit. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I tasted like a little piece a second ago, and it tasted like something I've definitely had before. So I'm pretty sure that my mom has made this for me, or had made this for me in the past. But it's really hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down. But that little bite that I took was so tasty. I'm looking forward to this bite actually. This is probably like one of my most favorite things to eat. Like I'm so looking forward to eating this for an entire week. I'm okay. I'm okay with it because it's so good. Something about like the cream cheese and the green peppers and the noodles, like this is, I don't really taste like a lot of the tomato sauce like I thought I was going to. I think like the creamy, you know, texture and flavor and everything like kind of balances that out, because I was thinking it was gonna be like a kind of almost like a sweet taste, but like spaghetti kind of, but no, this is so good. Well, on that note, I'm going to wait for this to finish cooking and clean up. I have a big mess. I'll show you guys the dishes over here. What else? Definitely made a mess. So I have a lot of cleaning up to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys soon.